I got my Twitter open. We are staying tuned to all the football moves as the tampering period is open. The teams are allowed to go take a little looky-loo and see what's going on there with them. Adam Schefter says the Bills are signing their Pro Bowl left tackle Deion Dawkins to a 3-year, $60 million deal. So they are that's first bill that's sticking around. You're kind of hoping that's something the Dolphins do. I think he just trolled everybody, by the way, on Deion Dawkins, because we're like for the last 5 minutes he put a peace sign to the Bills. So you got to respect it.
That's great.
Miami Heat, though, they lose yesterday to the Washington Wizards, unbelievably, 110-108 in just a putrid second half from Miami. They went into this thing, looked like they had things on a grip. It was it felt like a Jaime Jaquez night. It was a Jaime Jaquez night. And then, like, no buckets for him in the second half. I don't know.
Hit that wall.
I thought he was breaking through the wall. Jaime's been having a good run, and then all of a sudden, just like nothing from him. But the biggest culprit out of this right now, the person who's struggling the most right now is Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo is shooting in his last 4 games 38.9% from the field.
Right.
And it's been rough. If it's not a dunk right now, Bam just doesn't have the touch for it. He is dealing with something physically. I mean, he's not one to like throw that out there, but he hurt something. And remember in that scramble in the Jazz game where Duncan tripped him?
Yep.
Yeah.
You think that's
definitely still affecting him?
Okay.
It's definitely still affecting him. He's trying to play through it. They got a couple.
He plays through a lot of stuff, and it doesn't always, because he looks fine. You don't realize that sometimes when these guys have like leg injuries, they lose their lift. And so anything that, even something as simple as free throws, they have no legs. And that's what it looks like. Bam, he has no legs.
He's got, and just the touch around everything. It's just been a struggle. He had 2 stinkers on the road. Yesterday was okay, but it just like,
he doesn't look like Bam.
He doesn't look like, he hasn't been able to be a go-to guy to give Jimmy some relief. And then Jimmy, again, like it was a fine couple of games. Jimmy did not have his 3-point shot. He was trying to get those 3-point shots to go yesterday. Did not have that impact on the free throw line like he normally does. And they got by just a terrible, terrible team. And so it's 3 straight losses for Miami. They're now 8th in that bunched up Eastern Conference after the 3 seed.
A good week and you're back in it.
Good week,
you just
but
have
they
you
got
had an opportunity. You know what it seems like? Can I just say this? It doesn't matter who they play. It always seems like every time they get on a verge of moving up the standings. Yep. So that means like 2 more wins or a win. You're 1 game behind 6th. They go in a slump.
Bro, they did that in game yesterday.
Right.
And they did that with the Thunder game too. The Thunder went on the Heat looked like they were about to put the Thunder away. And the Thunder went on a 17-0 run on Friday. And I was like, what the hell is that? What is that? Yeah. What is that?
How many timeouts we used?
I think 1. That's one. Let's hear from Spo afterwards. Here he was on sometimes after these losses, he says that gobbledygook nonsense. Here he is.
Washington made some plays, down the stretch. This is not at all. I know my basketball team. This is not a case of overlooking an opponent. We came in with a disposition, and the right mindset, to approach this game. But this is what competition is about.
Okay. All right. When did you have that mindset? Like when? Like when you woke up this morning and did you text Jimmy Buckets, hey, you up? And he was like, yeah, coach. Like what happened? Because I know my basketball team. Okay, well, great. You lost to the Shackton the Fool team. Congrats.
Okay.
The Washington Shacktons.
Yikes.
It was just so embarrassing yesterday. And I'm watching. I'm sitting there in my bedroom just muttering to myself. And here we go. And you want to know something? I also knew that they were going to go that stupid run just to have a chance to win it at the end. just to tease me. I would have rather you lost by double digits than just drag me out to the end for Jimmy Butler to have a 3 to win it. 2 looks to win it. Duncan Robinson, then Jimmy Butler. Duncan was terrible yesterday. Jesus. Oh, turnstile.
Yeah, that's the problem though. Like, yeah, Bam and Jimmy, I would single-handedly blame them for the 2 losses against Dallas and Oklahoma, but everyone looked bad yesterday, to be honest.
Yeah, everybody looked bad yesterday. Everybody. Totally fair, Frog Boy.
Okay, what?
What? I'm agreeing with you.
Made a good point.
Yeah. So what do you have a problem with?
I didn't like that. I just didn't like it.
Schmeathan says they pulled a teaser horse on you, Tobin. Yeah. I did. I was humping the wall. And I've been left with heat blue balls.
I don't like this.
What are we doing?
What's going on?
Hey, oh my goodness.
RVA Richie says, but Patty Mills has lit it up in his first couple of games.
Patty, you know what? I heard you say
A little too, though. A little too.
Okay. What else was he supposed to do?
I don't know.
Little too free with the basketball.
Nah, it's not bad. It's just like, he didn't come in shy. He did the anti-Terry Rozier. He didn't come in shy.
Right.
But Nico looked pretty good. I like that. I like Nico going to the rim. That was fun.
You see, I turned on the TV yesterday only to see Kyle Lowry hit a contested 3 that touched nothing but net.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what he ended up with, but I was like, whoa. Can I just say, and what was the single-handed ugliest basketball game I have seen all year?
Let me see.
The final score was 79-73.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It was 38. It was 41-38 at halftime.
Yeah, it's rough.
Kyle Lowry had 8 points. 3 of 8.
Leroy, you would have had him. You would have had him.
No. Listen.
Coward.
I did the right thing.
Did you?
You know why? Because I did not want y'all kept sending me that picture of that iguana in that bowl. Dude.
Yeah,
that was gross.
Now he's mad.
It was disgusting.
Let's hear from Jimmy. Jimmy was asked about going for the 3 and not the win at the end. Although I don't know if he really could have gotten another look, but here he was going for the win.
Was there a thought to maybe go for the tie, or was it just just going on?
I'm never going for the tie, ever.
All right, good to know.
Very good, great.
I really feel like we should.
I mean, well, in fairness, you barely went for the win the entire game either.
Wow. I don't think you should have said that though.
Wait a minute.
What?
Is this Mr. Jim VP now saying?
I'm calling it like I see it.
Whoa!
You barely showed up to that game yesterday, dude.
Damn.
You let Kyle Kuzma get to the free throw line more than you did yesterday. Kuzma.
Who's afraid of the paint?
Made him look like a prime Jordan yesterday with his parade to the free throw line.
We had like 37.
Too much. Too much indeed.
Kyle Kuzma, 32 yesterday.
32.
32 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks. He was 2 of 7 from downtown, but of course he hit the one that put him up 10. 12 of 16 from the free throw line. John Crotty said yesterday something that I couldn't believe. And I was like, what? That Kyle Kuzma had a season high 16 free throw attempts, the most a Heat opponent has had all year. This is a team that just took on Luka and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Kuzma was giving them the business more than those two did. Crazy. Here's Bam on his slump right now.
Keep shooting. I mean, that's the easiest way to just keep shooting. And obviously my teammates and the coaching staff give me confidence to keep shooting, be aggressive. Like I said, earlier years, I would have went in my shell and been like, I'm just going to play defense tonight. So for me, man, it's just taking a step in the right direction by keep being aggressive.
Hey, why are you so... This is basketball, man. You take, why are you taking this so hard?
Wizards!
Because you put yourself out there. That's why.
Dude, look at these teams at the Wizards. Do you want to know something? The Wizards haven't beat an over 500 team, I think, this year.
No, they beat the Heat.
Yeah, until the Heat. Until the Heat, Leroy. Look, let's just go by the Wizards' wins this year.
Okay.
There's only 11 of them. Okay. They won their second game of the season against the Grizzlies, who literally had nobody. Okay.
And we
Remember
lost to that team too.
The Grizzlies started 0-9.
He lost to that team too.
Sure did.
Right.
Then they lost to, in just a great matchup, they beat the Charlotte Hornets. Okay. They beat the Charlotte Hornets on November 8th. Then 19 days passed until their next win, where it was the Detroit Pistons to go to 3-14 on the season.
Yikes.
They then got their first win over an over 500 team for the season when they beat the Indiana Pacers, who play no defense.
None.
Then they beat Joe Cronin's Portland Trailblazers on December 21st. Terrible. The Brooklyn Nets 8 days later, who fired their coach. They beat the Atlanta Hawks, who at the time were 8 games under 500, 15-23. Brutal. Then they went, Leroy, 30 days without a victory. Oh, I'm sorry. They went 2 weeks without a victory until once again they took on the Detroit Pistons, beat them, and then for the first time all year, won their next game against the San Antonio Spurs. So the only time that they won back-to-back games that year, that had put a game that was matched up between a 9-win team and a 10-win team. Crazy. Then it took them from January 29th until March 8th, Leroy. They had not won a game until 3 days ago against the Charlotte Hornets. That's how many days it went between wins for them. January 29th and no wins again until March 8th against the Hornets.
So they lost the whole month of February?
Over, dude.
Over February.
Over and change into the month of March. These are the teams they're beating. The lottery ball teams. And then for only the second time this season, you allowed them to get back-to-back wins. And you're one of only 2 teams with a better than 500 record to lose to this team. It was a disgrace. It was pathetic. And you should be ashamed of yourselves.
What are you scolding?
I'm mad at them. And they deserve me mad at them.
Yeah. All right.
Nah, it's still heating 5. I mean, we're still gonna smoke. I mean, like, don't worry.
No, you can't go back.
No, I just want to be clear.
The
No,
way
no,
you
I'm not waffling at all.
The
But
way you've carried on, you can't then go heating 5. Give it a day. Give it a day so some of the crap that you say can simmer
we're gonna bounce.
down.
Oh, no, we're gonna bounce back.
First of all, you got to cook the fat off.
We're gonna give Joker the business. We're gonna give Joker the business on Wednesday. But I'm really mad at him right now. Okay, really mad at him right now. Shame on you. Shame on you.
You can't say heating 5 after the way you've been carrying on all day.
Goes to the Wizards. Disgusting. Back after this.